NFL field? Y'all gonna put me on?
From a personality standpoint, TJ is gonna talk. He's gonna tell you exactly how he feels.
Wake up, Cam! Wake up, Cam! Wake up! TJ Ward!
Yo, what's good? What's good? It's me, TJ Ward, and you still watching Safety First Show. Again, today, have a very special guest, my dog, Omar Bolden, Arizona State alumni, 4th round draft pick of our Denver Broncos, cornerback, safety, special teams. Welcome, my brother. How's it going, dog?
It's going well, bro. Thank you for having me, bro.
Man, it's great for you to be here. One of our early guests on the show.
Yeah.
I know you got a lot of game, a lot of knowledge, and a lot of experience for us, man. So, real quick, how has life been? How's everything going?
Man, life is good, man. I'm a new father. I have a 18-month-old daughter that I'm proud to represent. I've been married for 2.5 years. I got my own business. I got the Culture's Herb cracking. I'm healthy. That's a real big thing. Like, I'm legitimately healthy, like internally, externally, and spiritually, financially. Yeah, I'm in a good spot, and I'm happy.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
happy.
And most importantly,
more
happy and healthy.
Yeah.
Health as well.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest responses or main responses I have. People like, how you doing, man? I'm healthy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm healthy. I'm happy. You know, for the most part, there's down times, but, you know, that is the most important. And today is a special conversation because we're both in the health and wellness, mental health. You more than me. I take a lot of tips and learning from you through, you know, social media and just conversations. But before we dive into post-career, let's talk about what and kind of what we're known for, what you're here for, how we met,
1000%.
and that's that football thing, man, that little pigskin. When was the first moment you knew that you had a passion for football and you wanted to take it to the highest level?
I was probably about 10, 11 years old. I grew up wanting to be a hooper. Like, I always wanted to be a pro athlete. All right, so I thought I was going to play in the NBA early on. I got a picture when I was 9 years old on the front cover of the newspaper. You know how big that was to be on the newspaper back in the day. And I think Marcus Cooper was at our camp, and it was a big thing. A year later, I saw my cousins playing flag football, and I would go to their games on the weekend. And their dad was like, "Hey, one day, like, yo, you want to play?" I was like, "Actually, I would love to play. I would love to. I'm tired of sitting watching in the stands, man." He gave me a jersey, and that really birthed the thought. Like, for one, I loved it. I loved it. The next year, I begged my parents to sign me up to play tackle, and I had a decent year. I didn't know how to play the game, but I was just fast. I was running by everybody, right? But I didn't know how to read hole. I didn't know how to read a hole or set up a block, anything. So the next year, we didn't have enough kids on the team, so we couldn't play. So I played flag football again in 8th grade. And then I like to say my freshman year in high school was like my real first year of like really playing ball. And I'll probably say about 3 games in, we're playing on Thursday night, varsity team in the stadium watching. And I scored a touchdown and ran a dude over in the end zone, and I just got the oohs from the varsity team. That kind of gave me that solidification that, like, okay, I'm really like what I think I am.
Yeah.
I ended up getting pulled up to varsity later that year, started on varsity and freshman team, which is crazy thinking about that now. Boy, playing 2 games in 48 hours, 24 hours. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Starting running back, starting on freshman team, starting on varsity.
Oh, yeah, that's insane.
That's insane.
But young body.
Young body. But yeah, I would say about 14 years old, it was like, I'm going to play.
Okay.
I'm going to play at the next level.
Now, being one of Arizona State's highest recruits, top recruits of your year, what was the transition from Ontario?
Ontario.
Okay,
Yeah,
Ontario to Arizona State. Because we all know what ASU is known for.
Yeah.
But there's also a different depth that someone that went to school and played ball
For
there
sure,
knows.
for sure. I mean, I think Arizona State is just like any other college town. You know what I mean? It's going to be as much of a party town as you like it to be. You know what I mean? So obviously that's there. But me coming out of high school, bro, I mean, I barely got through the clearinghouse. You know, I had to go to night school. I was fucking off. I was fucking off in high school. So when I got to college, I was like, yo, I'm locked in. I'm locked in. So, you know, I was like one of the first cats out of the study hall type thing. You know what I mean? Like really focused on what I had to do. I was a freshman All-American. Like I was really focused on trying to be in and out that thing. My whole goal was like 3 and out. I stayed 5 years in college, but I came to college like, yo, I'm only gonna be here 3 years. So super focused, but had a lot of fun, bro. Arizona State is as advertised.
Man.
It's exactly what they talk about. It's exactly what you see on TV. You know what I mean? It was fun, bro. Like it could be distracting, bro. As a freshman in college, bro, Girls Gone Wild was still filmed on my campus.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So like it like I like to say that being from Southern California, maybe you feel like this being from Northern California, but I feel like we're kind of exposed to a little bit more than a lot of other people around the nation.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So, you know, a lot of things I wasn't like, oh, this is new to me. Some of the things I had seen, some of the things I hadn't, but the experience was fun, bro. And I wasn't shell-shocked. I had an awesome experience at Arizona State. Awesome.
Yeah, man. I don't think I could have did it. I don't know if I made it, man, if I would have made it. But, you know, some of the experience you mentioned about having before you went to college, like a little bit of party, a little bit of being outside, we say being outside. It did prepare you for college because you had already done it, so it wasn't like a culture shock.
Nah, but that's not to say that that's a good thing.
No,
You know what
not
I mean?
at all.
Like, I look back now in retrospect, and it's like, man, a lot of things I probably went into immaturely. You know, not just trying to be cool, trying to be like the older homies, and really just being influenced in ways that I wasn't ready for, you know? And I feel like we all fall victim to that, right? But I mean, if I could go back and do it again, I would definitely do it a little bit differently. In terms of like how I moved off the field, how I carried myself as a student, you know, like I didn't have to rush to partying so quickly.
Yeah, I agree. I feel very similar. Now, hearing your name, draft day, 4th round, you've waited since you started playing the game to hear this. What feelings come into you when you hear Omar Bolden, 4th round pick, Denver Broncos?
Man, honestly, I was like a little like, this is gonna sound crazy, but I was a little disappointed. Because I looked up and I saw the Browns on the TV. No shade. I saw the Browns on the TV. I was like, damn.
What happened?
We going to Cleveland?
Oh.
I said, we going to Cleveland?
Oh, they was on the board.
They was on the board.
Woo.
They was on the board by getting a call from a 303 number. It say Colorado. I'm like, oh shit. Okay, John Elway. Oh wow. Okay. Nah, this is legendary.
Yeah.
Nah, this is legendary. This is legendary. But you know, I mean, I'm sure you spoke to it many times on the show, and you're gonna continue to speak about it. Just the difference in organizations. You know what I mean? And even hadn't not even been a part of the Browns organization, I just knew it was something like, damn, if I had the choice, I don't want to be a part of. You know what I mean? And so I was super relieved, super ecstatic. One of the greatest moments of my early 20s, for sure.
Yeah, man. What you did is what I went through.
Yeah,
Drafted, I was like, all right, bet. Let's go Cleveland. Shit, I got some work to do. I knew I had some work to do, but you know what? It's a challenge to me because you do I don't care who you are. If anybody got drafted by the Browns, y'all know what we came into. But a competitor's nature is to change that around. And that's a young, ignorant player's thought process to think as a player he can actually come in and change an organization around.
Oh, for sure. I mean, what the funny thing is about the NFL, really any team that you play on, bro, everybody on that team think they're going to win the championship. Like, no matter how good the team, every year at Arizona State, I thought we was going to win the championship. I look back, knowing damn well we ain't had the talent to do that shit, bro. Like, we could compete, but ain't no way. Ain't no way.
I mean, one year y'all was top 3. We was both top 5. The year you tore Dennis Dixon ACL. Man. This guy.
That's crazy.
Hey, Oregon, nah, I ain't playing. But he did keep us from a natty that year.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I feel I always, every time I see him, I always apologize. He's like, bro, it's all good. But
Playing football, man.
now he was definitely on his way to winning a Heisman Trophy winner that year. And that game was cracking.
That was cracking.
Number 4 against number 5.
That game was
Austin.
smacking.
Oh, yeah. Game day was there
lit.
in the building.
Y'all had squad, too.
Yeah, we had
Rudy
squad.
Carpenter.
We had squad,
Y'all had
bro.
Burris.
Yep. Rudy Burgess.
Rudy Burgess was
like. Yep. We had Mike Jones, wide receiver.
Man, look, y'all had squad.
Yeah, bro. We definitely had a squad. But you know, you guys had this mystique, this aura about y'all, man, that like if you fell anywhere between 14 and 21 behind, it was just like, I mean, of course we got a chance because there's time left on the clock, but we know. We know. You got to be cut from a different kind of cloth to fall behind, 14, 21, Oregon and those, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, those early 2000 teams, and still be able to compete. You know what I mean? Y'all was putting the nail in people's coffins pretty quickly.
Yeah. And that tempo.
That's what it was. It was special. It was special.
Yeah, it definitely was. So, 4th round draft day, how did you picture your career going after you knowing you were going to be a Bronco?
Oh, man. I thought, I was like, oh, bet. They drafted me. They got Champ Bailey starting. Mind you, this is going to sound crazy knowing who he is. I don't know who Chris Harris is.
Yeah.
I don't know who Chris Harris is. I'm saying, I like, they got Champ Bailey. I said, they got Champ Bailey, Tracy Porter. I said, all right, bet. In a year, I'm going to be starting. And I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do rookie year, but I probably ain't going to play much rookie year. And I was coming off an ACL injury, right? So I was like, man, I'm probably just going to return some kicks, right? Back up champ. And then year 2, it's going to be mine. Yeah, that's not how the story went.
Yeah.
That's not how the story went at all.
So, yeah, tell us a little bit what changed and when did that change?
Man, I mean, it changed day one. It changed day one. I think what I was a fool for doing was thinking that just because you don't know somebody's name, or you hadn't seen them play, that they don't deserve to be there.
Or deserve that respect,
Or
right?
deserve that respect.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Really, so I learned very quickly. I was like, who the other guys were. And it wasn't just Chris Harris. It was Tony Carter. You know what I mean? It was Drayton Florence. I was like, it was Saquon Thompson. Sid, shout out to my dog Sid.
Yeah, shout out Sid, man.
It was some guys, and it was some other guys there too that were probably like second string guys, but I was like, those guys, no shade, but those guys I wasn't concerned with.
Yeah.
The guys that I just mentioned, I was like, this is gonna be a Steve Klein. Like I'm looking at Champ, I'm like, okay, yeah, he's vetted. Okay, but Tracy Porter, I'm like, he just coming off of taking Peyton shit back to the crib. I'm like, okay, so he solidified. Drayton, he 10 years in, he solidified. I'm looking at TC. I'm like, I had worked out with TC at Tom Shaw. I knew TC was a Blazer. I was like, I was like, and I'm a Blazer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna be tough. And then Chris, I'm like, who is this guy, man? He's kind of loud, but this dude is technically sound, bro. Like this dude looked like a robot. How he place his hands on shit, know how to take the perfect angle. I'm like, and then he just made plays. He had an eye for making plays. You know what I mean? So I had the opportunity to learn a lot from those guys. And ultimately, I never got the opportunity to play on defense the way that I wanted to, but I definitely had the opportunity to make an impact on the team.
Yes, sir.
And what I learned about being on a very good team in pro sports is, and we've heard it all the time, everybody can't be a star, but you can star inside your role. You know what I mean? And I wish that, it's hard to say this, right? Because when you get into the league, you want to compete, you want to fight for a starting job. But I wish that within this mindset of me fighting for a starting job, I realized that I could start within my role a lot quicker. You know what I mean? That didn't really resonate with me until my final year, and I started battling injuries. You know what I mean? So that's a little disappointing when I look back on my career. But shit, boy went to 2 Super Bowls, won one. Hey. You know what I mean? It's all good.
You talk about that kind of realization. How did you reinvent yourself from, or was it a reinvention? What was that process from noticing or understanding that you know, to stay in this league for a long time or for however long I want to, I have to do something different than initially planned.
Now, that's a good question. I would say, as my whole rookie year, I'm battling, I'm fighting, you know, to learn the defense and to get on the field. But as I'm learning, even the coach nicknamed me High Alert, like as in like, bro, you ain't getting in, but just be on high alert. like that was a nickname, bro. Like, hey, just hey,
What?
Crazy.
Hey, that's a new one, man. I done heard get back.
Hey,
high alert.
High alert, bro.
Oh,
hey, you
who was that? What coach was that?
Coach Milas.
Oh my goodness.
Coach Milas hit me with the high alert, bro.
Not high alert.
So as the season kept progressing, I started making plays on special teams, bro. I had a couple top 10 plays. I'm like, okay, I mean, that's not what I want to be doing, but, you know, that's kind of cool. We play New England. I'm seeing Slater up close and personal. I done seen Slater for 4 years in college anyway, playing in the pack. You know what I mean? But I'm like looking at him like, oh, okay. What he doing over there is kind of special. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe I could do a little something. My rookie year, my name came in on the ballot for Pro Bowl. And I didn't make it, right? But I was one of the names. You know, you can only vote for 3 guys. I was like, oh, damn.
I can get to the Pro Bowl.
I can get to the Pro Bowl doing this. I'm like, okay. All right, well, so I'm going to take it a little bit more serious. You know what I mean? But even then, bro, like I just wanted to be the returner. I just wanted to return this shit. And I didn't want to do all the other, you know, the dirty work. But really the dirty work is how you get it. It's how you get it. And I wish I would have understood that sooner, bro.
Nah, definitely. That special teams. I learned special teams is how important it was in college because I kind of deal with what you did in the league, injuries and just trying to get on the field.
Yep.
And Coach Oz was like, hey, you want to play kickoff? Bet. And that year, even the year we played y'all, I think I played like 3 tackles on kickoff in that game. I was getting like 4 tackles. And I'm like, okay, I can get somewhere. If I keep being seen doing this, I could get on defense. So you just got to like start somewhere, go hard at it, and then leave it in God's hands.
For sure. And also, too, you know, the league, too, is about the right opportunity and fit.
Yes.
You know what I mean? College is a little bit different, but in the league, especially when you could position yourself, you know? So, like, even like when it was time for me to move on or decide to stay in Denver, as I'm looking at the roster and what's happening, I'm like, okay, well, all the guys are returning. You know what I mean? And I'm looking for a bigger role. So like I'm trying to find a spot that is suitable for me. You know what I mean? And ultimately I chose Chicago because I had a coaching staff that believed in me. You know what I mean? I was never healthy, so you know that was a wrap on that. But opportunity has a lot to do with things, bro. Because like there's so many guys that I saw in my draft class that were playing, but they were playing just on bad teams. You know what I mean? And so like. Obviously, they have the opportunity to play, but they don't have the opportunity to win.
Yeah, you know that's huge. And I seen who was it recently? I think it was Dale Pitt for the Browns. Of course, the Browns. And he had a little tantrum like I had my 3rd year there. I was just sick of losing. And it just was weighing on me. And I was just in the media, like, yo, I'm sick of this. Like, we hear blood, sweat, and tears, and y'all don't get it. It's like y'all not trying up there. And it's out of your control. That's when I speak about the ignorance of thinking a player can change an organization. You can't.
You don't think a quarterback has that?
I think a quarterback is a special position that, yes.
Yeah, I think a quarterback.
definitely does, but
it's a little naive.
It is naive.
If you're not a quarterback.
Especially a rookie quarterback that doesn't have anything around him, it's tough. We came in with Colt McCoy. He's a pretty good quarterback.
Yeah.
You know, went to the Natty.
No, seriously.
He played 15 years in the league, you know, mostly as a backup, but it's just tough, man. When you're not, like you said, in college, it's a little bit easier. There's no GM. You guys get recruiting trips. You know guys. You've helped them on their recruiting trip coming to your school. Yeah. It's different. Sometimes you just get guys placed on you. You're placed somewhere, and it's in Cleveland.
You know what's interesting? I've always thought it's interesting, though, about bad organizations or the organizations that have a history of losing is they're always in a position to get some of the best players every year.
Every year.
So you guys end up having a roster full of marquee guys. But why do you think it's so hard for those type of organizations to turn the leaf when y'all have all the best players? Like, what is that?
What is it?
What is that?
Is a not want to?
That shit.
It only has to be a not want to.
It has to be. You guys have the best players, bro.
Because if I'm picking from the top of a strawberry bin every year, I'm gonna get the freshest strawberries.
Every year.
So
so at least with 5 years of this, we should be rolling. 1 year, okay, it don't make no sense.
Every year.
I've always.
It's every year,
Yeah, that's
not
makes
even
no sense
like.
to me.
And then the year you do go and be successful, you get rid of the piece that made you that way. You gave him Baker Mayfield. Here, go over there. We don't like the playoffs. But anyway,
Baker about to be MVP, boy.
Let's go on to what was your welcome to the NFL moment?
Ooh, welcome to the NFL moment. Man, I gotta say, I mean, maybe it's different for each player, but I would say for me, preseason game number 4 of my rookie year. I'm drafted, but I'm sure all players feel like this. That's drafted in the 3rd round and below. Like, I still think I could get cut. I'm like, hey, bro, my spot is not solidified. I just told you who's in the DB room. I just told you it's Champ Bailey, it's Tracy Porter, it's Drayton Florence, it's
and Saquon coming out was like you coming out. Y'all was both balling in college.
Hey,
like,
matter of fact, it's
and y'all both had the dreads.
Hey,
y'all was looking like twins.
And that's what I hate about the NFL, because it make you like have to battle your homies for a roster spot.
Yeah.
But it come down to me and Saquon.
Yeah.
It's down to me and Saquon for a roster spot, bro. And I know it. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it in the room. You know what I mean? And I'm like, bro, I gotta make a play. And bro, they would kick the ball off to me. I'm in on kickoff return. I'm returning the ball. They kick it to me, and he would be the one blocking. But I cribbed that thing. I cribbed that thing. It was at Arizona, and so I'm back in, my old stomping grounds.
Oh yeah.
And
it was right.
Yeah, and to be honest, preseason game 1 I didn't play. Preseason 2 I played a little bit. 3 I didn't play at all. So this is my fourth game, my first game of really getting some action. And again, I'm coming off the ACL injury, so I'm still trying to find like that confidence that I have in myself again. And boom, I got 106 to the crib. All right.
Ooh, 106?
Oh, welcome to the NFL.
Oh man, that's a great moment.
Hey, welcome to the NFL.
That is a great moment.
Welcome to the NFL.
How you ran through the end zone? You did too much. You just did a little bit.
Nah, I literally ran in and stopped.
My dog ran 106 and stopped on the dot.
A stop, boy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my dog Duke jumped on my back. You know what I mean? That was a fun moment, and it was, for me, it was a welcome, because at that moment, I was like, I definitely made the team. I definitely made the team. And week 1, I'm now the starting kickoff returner. So I was like, for sure.
Yeah, man. That's amazing. That's amazing, man.
Yeah.
106, I ain't never ran 106 on the football field.
Damn.
Never. Not once. And I'm play defense, so that means I'm not chasing nobody either. So that's cool. All right. We gonna talk about Bronco weekend.
Woo!
Super Bowl 50.
What a time.
Weekend.
What a
10-year anniversary, man. And Demaryius Thomas, Ring of Honor induction. What a time to be alive. Oh.
What a time.
Man. We're gonna go back to the future.
Come on, let's take
But
them
we're
there.
gonna talk about
Let's
the
take them
weekend
there.
first.
Okay.
How was the festivities?
Oh man, it was amazing being back in Denver. I'm sure you've been back since, I've been back since, but we ain't all been back together. That was a really, really special, and I hate to say it too, I'm gonna say this early, but it's, it probably the last time we all be all together like that again, you know what I mean? So I really cherish those moments, but it was so fun being back out in Denver, feeling the love of the city, the people, touching the people, and honestly, just shooting the shit with the guys, bro. And seeing honestly, what I love seeing so much, bro? I love seeing, for the most part, bro, everybody looking good. Everybody looking like healthy and in shape, and it seems like everybody's eager in a space where they looking to do business. So I thought that was fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's dope to see everybody in good spirits. So it was a fun ass weekend, boy. Man. It was jam packed. I only played for the Broncos, so I could only speak to that. But the Broncos got to be one of the greatest organizations in National Football League. The way that they take care of their alumni, the way that they, they represent what it means to step on that field, on and off the field, as an NFL player, as a pro. Yeah, they doing things the right way over there.
Yeah, they definitely are. So if you are a free agent, I'll be looking to get to Denver. I'm not going to hold you.
Nah,
I played for 3 organizations, and 2 of them didn't hold a candle to the Broncos. It was night and day. I'm glad I caught the Broncos in the middle, right? I was with the worst, went to the best. It ended with the worst. I mean, they ended up winning the Super Bowl with Brady, but it ain't the same in Tampa, bro. It ain't the same. But you know what I kept hearing, and this is how I felt, and it just was being regurgitated by everyone, which is blessed and gracious and fortunate, right? Because it is the luck of the draw.
Yeah.
It's lucky to be with a great organization. I mean, I went there on free agencies and I took less money because I didn't want more money and be miserable like I had been the last 4 years. I'm like, nah, I'm going somewhere where I have a chance to win a championship. I'll take less money. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing it again.
You played for the Broncos 3 seasons?
3 seasons felt like 10. 3 years. I was there 3 years.
Because what you won? How many games you win that third year?
I think we were 8-8, something like that. Not great.
You won 32 games, bro.
Yeah, my entire career, probably. Because I won I won 5-4, 4-5. Then we went to the playoffs my first year and lost first round. Mm-hmm. I only been in the playoffs twice. First round exit, chip. First round exit, chip, man. But yeah, it's just happy to see everybody, man. Ronnie's family, DT's family, they were in great spirits for having the loss that they had. All of us having the loss of Ronnie, DT, Coach Knapp. 3 guys that we will never see again, and that were huge parts of our championship. And it was just great celebrating them as well, man. I miss them boys so much, man. But,
so much.
They were celebrated and done the right way. So shout out to the Broncos again, man, for bringing us carte blanche. Service, everything. Food, hotels.
Tier 1.
Tier 1.
Yeah.
Tier 1, man. Shout out to the Broncos. Going into a little bit of the past, what was your favorite Super Bowl time memory? I was looking back at photos and videos and shit, and me and O in the camera a lot. Me and O are in the cameras a lot.
I mean, bro, the best memory is watching the confetti come down.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, I'm lucky, bro. I got drafted by the Broncos, so I went to 2 Super Bowls. And being on the other side of that, bro, it's shitty. It's shitty. I know everybody don't get that opportunity. And some people say, man, you blessed just to make it. But it's when you make it, it's a game. Mm-hmm. It's a game. You want to win that motherfucker. You know what I mean? And to lose it in such a terrible fashion. I'm part of the worst Super Bowl loss in NFL history. So that I think this time around in Super Bowl 50, I was like, for one, I don't know if we're ever gonna come back again.
Yeah.
So I want to take advantage of every moment. But I think I bought a camera right before we went, and I was like, man, I'm gonna make sure I document this stuff, because I don't want to miss a moment. But the best thing for me is just us winning the game, bro. I mean, watching the way we flew around out there on that field, bro, and the way that the defense was able to really pull us across the finish line and secure that dub. Man, that shit was special watching that confetti come down.
Because you was on IR.
I was on IR.
You and Brute.
Yep.
Two huge reasons why we made that game. I was missing Brute at dime all through the playoffs. Like, Brute, where you at?
Yep.
And all the plays you made on special teams, even coming in for me when I was down and holding it down. While I had my high ankle sprain and whatnot, man, we wouldn't have got there if it wasn't for y'all two, man. So I don't know if everybody tells you, but not being on the field had to suck for the biggest game for you and Brute, man. But hey, y'all as big as this as anybody else, man. Straight up,
for sure.
Like,
and I don't know about Brute, but like I don't ever not feel like I wasn't part of it.
Yeah.
Nah.
And you shouldn't though.
Nah, I feel very much a part of that. You know what I mean? So I feel very much a part of that shit.
My time in like
I
a
put my
mug.
time in.
For sure. And it just because I almost missed that game.
Yeah,
I almost couldn't play in the Super Bowl with my high ankle, so I would have been right there with y'all. But
That's crazy.
it was a little less damaging than your injuries. So I was very fortunate, bro. If it would have been 1 week earlier, I don't know.
You know, it's crazy. He say that about those injuries, and I'll go back and look at that game, bro. You're one play away from being the MVP.
Yeah, for sure. 2 plays. It's like those are like happy negatives, right?
Oh
Great
yeah.
plays,
Of course.
But it's like, damn, you could have done so much better. But you know, still, man, we champs. We champs regardless.
Bro,
regardless. Now, being a champion forever and ever. That's a great feeling. Moving on, life after football.
Yeah.
We talked about being healthy and happy. You're in the wellness, holistic, vegan. Where was the consciousness to make that decision? How has it changed your life? And when you were playing, do you wish you had started this earlier?
I think the consciousness came from a mentor of mine. Like I didn't have the wherewithal to even begin anywhere in that. It's interesting, as a pro athlete, you think that you know a little bit about nutrition.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know anything about nutrition. I just thought, hey, you got some protein, some carbs, and some veggies, it's good. You know what I mean? I got a balanced plate, right? And I damn sure wasn't able to feel how my body was reacting to whatever it is that I was eating. I wasn't even in that kind of tune with myself. So in 2016, my first year out the league, my mentor was like, hey, bro, you need to, if I were you, I would probably go on a detox. My knee was inflamed. That was why my knee was just so swollen, right? The swelling wouldn't leave. So it was like, bro, I think you need to stop eating red meat. You need to just put down dairy, and I think you need to do a quick little detox. I was like, shit, cool. Because this is August. I'm like, cool. This go down, bro. I get back in by October. I'm good. You know what I mean? I had the Patriots calling me. I had the Jets calling me. I'm like, I got 2 teams that want me right now. You know what I mean? Like, I just got to get this shit right. And so that sparked the consciousness of it. That sent me on a roller coaster though, right? Because I never ended up getting back healthy, but it changed the way that I viewed nutrition, wellness, and my approach to the lifestyle. So I said, you know, if I'm able to do, you know, get rid of a couple of these things that I'm so accustomed to having, you know what I mean, for the greater good. And who knows like what the truth is, right? I don't own the truth, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, right? I'm on a quest for it, right? But if I'm able to do this and challenge myself, well, low key, as I'm talking about it now, I'm thinking like that shit gave me purpose in the moment. I ain't had no job. I just needed something to be like committed to. You know what I mean? I'm struggling. The only people that I feel like comfortable talking to about what I'm going through is y'all, and y'all in the season. So who am I talking to now? I have no outlet. You feel me? I'm at home struggling. Like I'm literally going through the hardest time of my life. So making a commitment to my diet and some changes kind of gave me a sense of purpose that I like desperately needed in the moment. And like through that, bro, I just started learning more about how things make me feel when I eat them, right? And I started getting curious with herbs. Like, oh, you could use herbs to replace for minerals. You could use herbs to help, you know, with your libido. Like, oh, okay, that's kind of interesting. And that shit ancient. Okay, cool. I fell into some of Dr. Sebi's teachings. I'm like, oh, Sebi like that. Sebi like that. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, let me try this alkaline diet. Y'all was still playing. This might have been like, I think this is my first time coming back to Denver. I was like, I came in 2017, I think, to a game. Maybe I think he was with the Bucks. Okay. I think he was with the Bucks. But I'm gonna try this alkaline thing, this alkaline diet. And I started buying herbs from Sebi, and I was trying to eat alkaline as much as possible. And I was like, you know what? I'm about to really commit to this vegan lifestyle. And to hold myself accountable, I'm gonna start a show. I'm like trying to get this content going. I'm just trying. I'm fishing, bro. I'm out here fishing.
Man.
Like we're talking about health, but like I'm really searching for myself at the same time. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna start this show called 50 Vegan Spots in LA. I'm gonna show my audience all the vegan spots in LA. This is now 2019. I'm doing it, and I'm vegan for 6 months. The pandemic hit. I'm like, bro, it kind of ruined the whole experience of me going to the restaurant. So it took away from the show. So I stopped doing the show. I stopped being vegan. All right, so I stopped being vegan. And then 2021, I'm working out at the crib. This is so crazy. It's so crazy because I didn't notice this, but about 21, 22, Ronnie gets sick. But before he gets sick, he's coming over to my house and we working out like maybe every other week or at least once a week, okay? And I look back on the videos, I'm like, damn, this dude was skinny. Yeah. And I didn't realize it, you know what I mean? But Ronnie ended up getting diagnosed with cancer. And literally at the same time, my wife got diagnosed with this condition called PCOS. It's polycystic ovarian syndrome. And it's one of the number one leading causes in infertility in women. So as my wife, then at the time, my girlfriend or maybe fiance, as we're thinking about planning a family and things like that, that was a huge issue for us to address, you know what I mean? To make sure that we actually want to have these children. So I'm like, man, look, we should go to Dr. Sebi, you know? We should go spend some time at his village. So we went out to his village and I went out to support my wife and really on behalf of Ronnie. Ronnie was trying to go to the village, but he was so sick he couldn't travel. I said, all right, bro, I'm gonna get some game for you. I'll come back. You know, whatever it is over there.
Yeah, he told me that.
I'll bring it back.
He did tell me that.
I'm gonna bring a pack back or whatever it is, but I'm gonna go get the knowledge, bro, and I'm gonna come back.
I didn't know it was you though.
Yeah.
He was like, I got somebody.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Shit, sad. Shit break my heart. Like, I mean, while I was there, I'm like, bro, he texted me, how is it? And I'm like, bro, it's great. Like I'm like, we got to get you here. You know what I mean? It's a lot of healing happening. And he was like, bro, I can't even walk. I'm in a wheelchair. I'm like, that shit don't even make no sense to me. Yeah. You know? But, you know, Ronnie ended up passing and that shit shook my whole world. And this is already after DT had already died. You know what I mean? Yeah. But my relationship with Ronnie was just like, we got drafted together, you know? I know. We both from Southern California, you know, like it was different. And that shit really shook my world, bro. And I'm like, all right, I got two homies that I consider gladiators that just dropped. And I think I should really take this health shit real serious, you know what I mean? And I don't really need, both them guys and dealt with Western doctors, both of them. Yeah. And both of them, their outcomes didn't come out the way that it needed to be. And I'm like, you know what? I need to do some more soul searching, bro. And, bro, that ultimately led me to like going back to school, studying, diving more into the research, creating my own business, and offering things that I feel like the people could benefit from.
Yeah. No, you transitioned right there for me. Let's talk about your business. What's the name of it?
Yeah,
Where can we find it?
Matter of fact, I actually brought you a little gift. The name of the business is The Culture's Herb. So we make herbs for the culture, right? And you talk about ancient healing, ancient wisdom. This right here is our soursop leaves. So soursop leaves are high in vitamin C. They have antibacterial properties, viral properties, and they're one of the number one natural sources for fighting off cancer cells. So powerful product.
You see that?
Yeah, powerful product.
And how would you prepare this?
Man, so you would steep your water, you would heat your water, right? And get it boiling. And then once it's boiling, you would take your leaves, throw your leaves in the water and let it steep for 10, 15, 20 minutes. And the longer that it steeps, the darker that the water will become. The darker it is, the better, the more healing properties will be in that water. And you could use it in the morning, you use it in the evenings. It's a fantastic fruit. It's a powerful fruit. You know what I mean? I wish we could get access to the fruit here on the West Coast so I could offer it to the people, but the climate doesn't support that. So this is the next best thing that we got. But really, what I brought for you though, this the number one seller.
Okay.
This number one seller. This is our male performance right here.
Oh,
This is our male performance right here. All right. So we got a 4 blends here. We got Damiana. It's a shrub. You use it for your libido, your sex drive, your boosting hormones. We also use it in our female products. So those who are just interested in learning about herbs, Damiana, both men and women could both use it. We got Elithro in here, which is Siberian ginseng. We use it for testosterone boosting, for energy boosting, naturally, of course. Ashwagandha, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of. We use it for testosterone and recovery. And there's a herb called bitterwood in here that I use to help cleanse the gut, because there's so much research and that's available that I encourage you guys to dive into that connects sexual reproduction, sex drive to your gut. So it's important to have all of those things. And the more you guys learn, because it's important for all of us to learn this information, is our ancestors knew this like the back of their hand. But you want to mix herbs properly, right? The better the blend, the more potency they are. So, this is a fire blend. It's our number one seller. I encourage you guys to check it out. This is for the fellas. Ladies, if you listening, because I know ladies like to tune in too. If you listening for your husbands, for your man, grab this for them.
Yes, sir. Let me take a look at that.
No doubt.
Yeah, man. Get you some of the culture's herb, man. Get off that pink and blue pill, man. Get you some nice and natural, holistic, you know what I'm saying? Straight from the earth.
No,
Get
that's
off
real.
all them drugs.
That's real. And just to speak to that, because like us as young men, we growing up, we don't know any better. We trying to have a good time. And so you're going to pop a Blue Boy, you know what I mean? You're going to pop a Cialis, you know what I mean? Like, I'm being real. Like, I done that multiple times, you know what I mean? Trying to have a good time, but like not understanding the harmful side effects that could happen to you if you continue to use this type of medication long term. Like, even if you look at this medication, 2 to 3 ingredients in it are going to be derived from an herb. So if you know that, why not just go straight to the source, right? You don't need to use the over-the-counter medications that's going to lead you to, heart disease, which is what the number one leading cause of death in the United States right now, as well as a plethora of other conditions that we don't want to deal with. So, yeah, just tap into natural resources. And if you don't want to worry about sourcing it or finding the best spot, tap in with the Culture's Herb, because we already did the work for you.
Hey, the Culture's Herb. The work is done. Just how you order anything else, you pop up and order this, Apple Pay, boop, you done. Straight to your crib. It's easy.
Oh, you can find us on the Culture's Herb, everything. The Culture's Herb on all social platforms, theculturesherb.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. We drop weekly insightful newsletters that not only educate you, but inspire you to live a healthier lifestyle. We're big on educating, and we're big on inspiring our people to do the necessary things so they could stay around a long time and enjoy life with their families.
Bet. On top of Culture's Herb, my dog does a little acting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't say that.
Yeah.
Let's talk. What's this match point? You and Vernon Davis. I seen that.
I've actually done 2 projects with Vern.
Okay.
Shout out to Vern, man. I was a little disappointed I didn't get to see him.
You better bring yours.
Yeah, at the celebration, but it's all love. It's all love. I'm sure he was busy doing something. But we did a pilot, 2-episode pilots that you can watch on Amazon right now. It's called Match Point, and him and I play retired pro tennis players that are starting a podcast, and it's a live stream. And it's super chaotic because we've never done podcasting before. We have no idea what a live stream is, and it's all on the fly. So it's super fun. There's 2 episodes that's available now on Amazon. You can go check that out. And then we also did a short film called Masquerade that's being shopped around at festivals right now. And that's a beautiful story about 2 brothers. I play one of the brothers who grow up in this arts district. And one of the brothers is really forward thinking and wants to come and initiate all of this innovative stuff like tech and touch screens and stuff like that. And the other brother is trying to preserve the essence of the arts. And it's fire. It's fire. So those are 2 dope things I've done. I've done a show on BET called, what's the name of that show? I forgot the name of that show.
My dog been working.
I did a show called The Fight That Never Ends. You can find that on Lifetime. And I got a couple other projects that just haven't seen the light of day yet. So when they drop, y'all will know.
Hey, My dog is in his bag. But it's passion, man. Once you find a passion, you know, it's easier to attack and makes, you know, a little bit of our lives order, right? We have something to work towards. Like even with this show, I wake up every day. I know I'm trying to be great and be the best at something. Mm-hmm. What is it? Hosting this Safety First show. On to that, like how do you keep your personal and business brand authentic in a climate of a lot of quick, you know, dry, inauthentic content creators?
I stopped trying to be cool, bro. Like honestly, what I found what resonates most with all of us is the everyday, funny, you know, not taking yourself so serious content. Every time I take my time and try to shoot this perfect video and craft up this amazing edit, it don't do well. It don't do well. But the moment that my wife and I do this stupid challenge that we just threw up at 11 o'clock p.m., you know, it actually hit the hardest. Because it resonated with people. It showed people that two people that are in love, that are having a good time and just not taking themselves too serious.
Yeah.
You know? And so once I stopped being cool, and I don't know, I said, hey, this year too, I told myself this year, top of this year, I said, I'm done making cool content. I'm making impactful content. So I'm done influencing. I'm just trying to make an impact.
Hey.
And if that influences somebody, wonderful. But I'm trying to make an impact in your life. So I think that, bro, like I drew a line in the sand. Most of the time, while people aren't creating something that's authentic or not being themselves, is because they haven't really draw the line in the sand for themselves.
Yeah, that's a good point, because you have to draw that line on what you will and won't do, or else what boundaries do you have? What is your internal? What is your morals?
Yeah.
What are you standing on?
Yeah.
You have to have that, especially when you're dealing with this side of the industry, right?
For sure, it gets dark, you know what I mean? Because you could see, too, it's not hard to go viral. All you got to do is talk crazy.
And be real ignorant.
That's it. It's not hard. It's not hard to go viral, you know? But, like, do you want to build a brand that's known for that? You know, do you want, I don't know. I mean, it's so interesting, too, because when you say that, it's like, man, but that's who's getting the money. That's what made this whole podcasting thing so interesting. Is like you start to see people do things that you're like, yeah, I didn't even know homie had that in his character.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Man, he kind of talking a little crazy.
That's a fact.
You know?
And they be loud and wrong a lot. I'm loud and wrong sometimes, but...
Hey, but it's like when that Fanatics check come through, all right, well, shit, well, I guess we're going to be loud then. I guess we're going to be loud. And that's like the interesting thing that, you know, that happens, not just in podcasting, just like in all industries, bro. It's like, it seems like it happens a lot, though, with us as, you know, blacks, bro. Like, anything that's going to make us look crazy.
We're invited. We're incentivized.
Come on, do it.
We're incentivized.
We'll throw your bag for it.
To be ignorant.
We'll throw your bag for it.
Where other people aren't incentivized to be ignorant.
They're not.
And that's the fact. That's a straight fact.
In fact, when you see other races doing it, you're like, bro, why they acting like that? And then when we see us do it, it's like, it's just normal.
Like we were just talking about the Cam Newton video we saw. Hey, roll the clip. Nah, but roll the clip. Cam Newton, and it's not the first time this has happened because he got in the all-out brawl a couple years ago with some guys.
Oh, yeah.
He comes up to these 7-on-7. He has a 7-on-7 team. He's a very competitive person. So he's very big. You can't miss him. But my problem is, why does he have to take on all the flack from his own community? Now, let's switch the roles. If this was Tim Tebow going out to somewhere he's from in Florida to a 7-on-7 tournament, would you think he'd have videos of his own people harassing him, mocking him, talking shit after he done won a Super Bowl, MVP, or he didn't win a Super Bowl. He won a natty. He won a natty, MVP. Shit, Cam will go to Tim Tebow's community and get better treatment.
Yep.
And it's sad and it's ignorant, and I hate us for that shit. Cause me, we gonna get to swinging quick. I can't. I'm not get about. You know me. I can't do it. But you can get to swinging because you outnumbered. You're a personal figure, and you expect better for people not only that represent you and you represent them, but that you're trying to help. You're helping the youth ascend, and this is the motherfucking thanks I get.
Yeah, that shit is sad.
It's sad
because Cam does nothing but great things for his community, and he should be celebrated. He should be celebrated, not ridiculed or harassed within his community.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane. Okay, speaking of a couple more, we're going to let you go because been at this for a minute. Time flies. Now, how do you decipher those winning moments in life? And do you celebrate them? How do you celebrate them? How often do they come? You know, what are those moments like?
Those moments come every day.
Yes, sir.
Those moments come every day. Like, I celebrate every small win.
Yes, sir.
Like, you would be a fool to think that every win is going to feel like the Super Bowl 50. It's not. It's not. It's unrealistic. And once you come back to reality, right, it takes time. But every man's going to take his own timing. But once he comes back to reality, you're going to realize that, like, yo, I'm about to go to class right after this, right? And I got a presentation, right? Doing well in the presentation is a win for me. You know what I mean? Going home and being able to take the pressure off my wife and put my daughter down to sleep, that's a win. That's a win for me. And it ain't no big celebration, and my wife not even gonna clap for me, but I'm gonna pat myself on the back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pat myself, because those, I mean, to me, it's like, if I could stack enough of those small wins up, eventually I feel like I have a real victory. You know what I mean? So, like, every little thing that I could do, if I could stay, I got a goal on hitting the gym 3 times this week. That's nothing crazy, right? But, like, if I hit the gym 3 times, that's a win.
Yeah.
That's a win. All right, man. I was supposed to have 4 meals a day this week. Did I hit it? I didn't. Damn, I fell a little short this week. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. Shit, we got next week, Lord willing.
Yeah.
Lord willing, you know what I mean? But, like, everything that I approach, bro, me getting here on time so we could shoot this podcast was a win, right? Making it here safely was a win, bro. Waking up was like, that's a win, you know? So every little thing is I look at it as a win. I don't know about you, but, like, I stay in that, I can't get out of that athlete's mentality. So I always will use a sport analogy in my life, and losses and wins is something I'll always stick to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me as well. You try to, like you say, every win is not going to be a Super Bowl celebration, but you got to think it's only one of them, and that's the end of the tunnel.
Yep.
So the process we took to get to that chip daily, like you said, getting to practice on time, getting to meetings on time, taking coaching and implementing it on the field. Those are little wins, and if we look at our lives and those little wins that at one day get us to that Super Bowl, then we won't start having to down ourselves for little losses.
Yep.
Because it's not as major as you think. It's just a process to get you to that final goal.
And this is cliche, but, like, the loss not a loss. You just learn something about yourself in that moment. Like, I'm gonna use this because I'm literally going to school. Like, even if I fail this exam, right? It's not a loss. I'm not going to fail the class. 2, I'm going to know, okay, well, 1, I didn't prepare well enough. 2, I was a little overconfident. And 3, man, I second guessed myself in the exam. Like, you know the information, right? I already know. So, you know, even if that were to happen, it's like, damn, it's a teachable moment. So the next time I come into an exam, all right, well, if I do the same thing I did, well, then I can't be mad at my results. Right, but it teaches me that I probably could switch up my approach a little bit, you know, to get the desired results that I'm looking for.
True game, man. Got a lot of wisdom here today from my dog, Omar Bolden, man. I hope you guys are listening closely. If you wasn't, go back, rewind it, and listen again, because you need to hear it. Bro, thank you for being here.
Yeah, bro.
I really appreciate it. I love you, brother.
Yeah, thank you for having me, bro.
Come back anytime.
Yeah.
You want to stop by, just holler. Hey, T, I got something to get off the chest.
Let me say this.
Pull up.
Let me say this too. I want to say that I'm really proud of you, bro, because I know how hard it is to start something new, in a space that is technically new, and to have a goal and be consistent with it. Like, maybe because I follow it, but every day I open up my phone, I'm seeing clips of safety first, So I want to encourage you, bro, to keep sticking with that kind of consistency that you got, because it's going to pay off for you. It's going to pay off for you. So I'm proud of what you're doing, what you're building over here, and I'm happy to be, one of the early guys to help get this thing going.
Yeah, man, I had to have you in here. Always a pillar, always a foundation of everything you do. I love O. You know why I love O so much? Because O does what's best for him. Like, we roll in groups all the time, and sometimes some guys can't get out of what that group does. But in times of needed selfishness, O is going to do what's best for O. And that's how every man should be, right? You have a clan, you got a group, that's cool, but at the end of the day, we got to do what's best for us and our families.
Man, one of my, one thing I loved about DT is, this is like something really personal for me as a player. We talked about how I had to transition from the mindset of like going from being the star really in college to coming to the NFL and playing this reserve role. And anybody that's been through that knows that it could, if you're not strong enough, if you don't have the resilience, the mental fortitude, it could almost strip the confidence away from you. And one thing I loved about DT, because I would see him every day on scout team. I was a scout team corner. He constantly let me know that I was like that and I belonged here in the league. You know what I mean? And there will be games where he will walk by and whisper, why they not putting 3-1 in? You know what I mean? And I used to always appreciate that. Not that was going to move the needle or anything, but, when it means something to you to have like the respect and that reverence from your peers, you know what I mean? And for him to be one of the best receivers in the league at that time, and for him to always, give me that nod, it's part of the reason why I totally never lost the confidence in myself, because it was very easy for me to do so. So I always, every time I think about DT, I always think about those moments that he had with me, and I miss him. And I got some other moments that we shared off the field. That was
Yeah.
Nah,
but I got DT always kicking confidence in the people. Even when I used to go out there and try to do one-ons, I'm like, DT, get out here. I'm lined up. Knowing DT, it's DT, so he gonna do his thing. But he would always be like, hey, you did a good job. You was close on that one. Shut your ass up, DT. But when we did the top 100, and we was both, they called us in there doing the interview, knowing they had us higher than we were supposed to be, right? So we go in there, and I'm hot, like, man, they gonna ask us, do we think we deserve it? Hell no, we should be lower, right? But that ain't DT. DT just happy to be on the list, and I'm like, DT, you gotta talk this shit with me, nigga, because we supposed to be lower than this. Like, I think we had just won the Super Bowl.
Yep.
So, he went in there, humble DT, just happy to be on the list. And I start talking my trash afterwards, and then at the end, I'm like, nah, but I'm happy to be here too. But yeah, man, love that boy, man. For sure gonna miss him. So appreciate you sharing that with us.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, no doubt.
Like always, tune in again, like, comment, subscribe. This is Safety First Show. I'm TJ Ward. This is Omar Bolden. We out.